Okay, so good evening everyone and welcome to Sept Letter Review. So tonight we're going to discuss what's this? Wait lang ha. Where is that? Okay, so tonight we're going to discuss some general education items for the upcoming September 2026 licensure examination for teachers. Okay, so announcement for only 150 pesos. You have 5 months intensive review for general education, professional education, and the TLE TVDA majorship. So, sa 150 pesos na yan is mayroon na din kayong monthly Macboard exam and retakes, exclusive group chats and Facebook group page. And lahat ng ating mga lectures are recorded. Okay? Wait lang. Wait na. Mag-change location na ako. Okay, so sorry. Nag-change location ako. Napakaingay dito sa amin. Okay. Klaro na ba yung boses ko? Nag-change ako ng venue. Okay, so sorry. Change location ako. Okay, so let's start. So number 1. A teacher explicitly reminds the students to avoid using words like guys, folks, when drafting an official formal letter to the school's board of directors, which is specific property of communication is being strictly observed. A. Correctness. B. Completeness. C. Conciseness. Or letter D. Appropriateness. What is your answer for number 1? What is your answer for number 1? So si teacher daw, ni-remind yung student to avoid using words like guys, folks, sa paggawa ng mga official formal letter para sa school's board of directors. So, which specific property of communication is being strictly observed? That is? Yes, that is letter D, appropriateness. Okay? So, when we say appropriateness, it refers to matching your language, tone, and style to the specific audience, relationship, and occasion. Okay? So, you're going to match your language to the specific audience. In here, the teacher wants to make a letter for the school's board of directors. So, ang dapat gagamitin ng mga words ay mga formal. Okay? So, guys and folks are unsuitable for a formal audience. Okay? Okay. So, letter A is wrong. Correctness. Wait lang. Very good, Chair Janice. Very good. When we say correctness, ito yung pag-correct sa mga grammar, spelling. Okay? That is correctness. Completeness naman is ensures all necessary facts are included. Okay? So, lahat ng dapat ilagay ay dapat nilalagay. That is completeness. Conciseness means keeping the message brief and direct. Okay? So, the answer for number 1 is letter D. Very good, Chair Janice, top-notchers. Top-notchers, sorry. Number 2, a student leader leads a quick 5-minute meeting with classmate representatives to distribute assignments for an upcoming school festival booth. What classification of speech context is demonstrated here? A. Intrapersonal communication. B. Interpersonal dyad communication. C. Small group communication. Or letter D. Public communication. What is your answer for number 2? What is your answer for number 2? Okay, so if you wish to answer or participate in our live lecture, just comment the number of the item and your answer, okay? So what is your answer for number 2? So, quick 5-minute meeting with classmate representatives. What is that? When we say intrapersonal communication, it refers to communication that happens entirely within self. So, sa sarili mo lang. Either self-reflection, silent thinking, that is intrapersonal communication. Okay? So, letter A is wrong. Okay? The question is said that the student leader engage with his or her classmate representatives. Okay? So, letter A is wrong. Ito yung nasa self-thinking, silent thinking, self-reflection, yan si intrapersonal communication. Si interpersonal dyad communication naman is dyadic communication, strictly involves exactly, Okay? So, si interpersonal dyad communication naman involves exactly 2 person. Okay? Example, one-on-one conversation. Boyfriend at girlfriend na nag-uusap. Okay, that is interpersonal dyad communication. 2. Okay, 2 persons. So, letter B is wrong. Okay? So, natira na lang tayo sa letter C and letter D. Okay? The classmate representative is ikli lang ng kanyang nakausap ni student leader. So, that is not a public communication. Okay? When you say public communication, you are giving message or speech to a larger audience. Okay? Yan lang ang ating tatatandaan. Okay, the answer here is letter C, small group communication. Okay? So, when we say small group communication, it involves face-to-face interaction among a small number of people, particularly 3 to 10 or 12. Okay? 3 to 10 or 12 persons. Okay? That is the small group communication. Okay? So, the answer for number 2 is letter C. Very good, top-notchers. Very good, Sir Janice. Very good, top-notcher. Parang, okay, 2/2 si Sir Janice, ha? Mape-perfect kaya ito ni Sir Janice. Okay, number 3. During an oral presentation, a student struggles to pronounce the distinct English sound, causing the audience to confuse it with the word thin. Thin and thin. So, merong H. No? What level of communicative competence requires targeted intervention? A. Discourse competence. B. Social linguistic competence. C. Strategic competence. Or letter D. Grammatical competence. What is your answer for number 3? So instead of thin, naging thin. Okay? That is letter D, grammatical competence, or also called linguistic competence. Okay? So when we say grammatical competence, it includes knowledge of lexical terms, lexical items, rules of morphology, syntax, sentence grammar, semantics, and phonology. When we say phonology, it is the sound systems and pronunciation. So that is the grammatical competence. Okay? Letter A, discourse competence is wrong. Discourse competence deals with how words, phrases, and sentences are connected to form a coherent and cohesive whole text or speech. Okay? Very good, Charles Leslie. Very good. Okay? That is the discourse competence. Letter B is also wrong. Social linguistic competence. Here, it involves understanding the social context, cultural expectations, and politeness, rules of communication. Okay, that is the social linguistics competence. Letter C is also wrong because strategic competence refers to the ability to use verbal and non-verbal strategies to compensate for communication breakdowns, such as using gestures when you forget a word. Okay, that is the strategic competence. Okay, the answer for number 3 is letter D. Very good, everyone. Number 4, while listening to a lecture on English morphology, a student fails to take notes because the classroom next door is undergoing noisy renovations. What type of communication barrier is directly causing this breakdown? A. Psychological barrier. B. Physical barrier. C. Physiological barrier. Or letter D. Linguistic barrier. What is your answer for number 4? So, meron daw mga maiingay na mga estudyante, no? Kaya hindi nakapag-take notes si student A. Let's say this is the student A. Hindi siya nakapag-take note dahil sa kabilang classroom ay ang mga estudyante ay napakaingay. Okay, so anong communication barrier is directly causing this breakdown? May sumagot ang letter B. Ako, napakagaling ni Sir Leslie . Okay, letter A is wrong. Psychological barrier. Okay? When we say psychological barrier, it stems from the sender's or receiver's emotional state. Okay, emotional state. So hindi naman sa question, walang nakalagay na nagko-cause ng anxiety, merong stress. Yan, see? Psychological barrier. Emotional state. Or mga mental distractions. Okay? That's why letter A is incorrect. Letter C, physiological barrier, is also incorrect. Okay? So when we say physiological barrier, it arises from bodily limitations or medical conditions of the sender or receiver. Okay? Example nito is si receiver merong problem sa hearing. Okay? That's one of the example sa physiological barrier. Okay? Very good, Sir Leslie. The answer here is letter B, physical barrier. Okay? When we say physical barrier, these are the environmental or natural distractions that interfere with the transmission of a message. So, the distraction here is the noisy renovations. Hindi pala maingay na classmates. Hindi pala na maingay na schoolmates, no? it is the noisy renovations. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Okay, that is the physical barrier. So, uh, the uh, the problem here is merong external noise from renovated building. Okay? So another example, loud traffic, poor lighting, extreme room temperatures. So mainit na classroom. That are the example of physical barrier. Okay? Linguistic barrier, when we say linguistic barrier, it occurs due to a lack of shared language, such as unfamiliar vocabulary, jargon, or grammar differences. Okay, that is the linguistic barrier. Very good, Sir Leslie. Okay, the answer for number 4 is letter B. Number 5, an instructional coach advises a student teacher when giving a feedback, always frame your critics positively and emphasize what the student did well before offering corrections. Which of the 7 C's of communication does this advice embody? A. Concreteness, B. Clearness, C. Courtesy, D. Consideration. What is your answer for number 5? Nag-advise daw si CT or the cooperating teacher. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sa kanyang SD or the student teacher. So, pagbigyan daw ng feedback sa mga students, unahin mo na raw yung mga positive. And emphasize, after positive, emphasize kung saan ang strength ng isang student. Tsaka ka magbigay ng mga corrections, yung mga negative. Okay, so what is your answer for number 5? Concreteness is wrong, okay? So, concreteness deals with being specific. Specific, definite, and vivid rather than vague or general. So, you are using facts or figures. That is concreteness. Clearness, letter B, is wrong. Okay? So, it focuses on using simple. Okay? Simple, that's the keyword here. Simple language. Okay? So, what is your answer between letter C and letter D? Mas magod ng letter A. Okay. Okay, teachers. Okay, top notchers ha. Makinig na mabuti. Huwag kayong matakot na magkamali ha during our review. Because this is a review pa lamang, no? This is not the actual exam. Okay? I-boost yung confidence niyo when answering every items in the board exam. Para hindi kayo mawala sa focus. Hindi kayo mapangunahan ng takot, no? If mapangunahan kayo ng takot, possible na mangyari niyan is makalimutan niyo yung mga inaral niyo, di ba? Di ba? No worries, Sir Leslie. Okay? Lahat ng nagpa-participate ay papasa. Lahat ng nagpa-participate ay magkakaroon ng mataas na rating. Okay? Okay? So, tiis lang tayo mga top notchers. Okay? So, merong sumagot ng letter D. Letter C is wrong. Okay? Courtesy. When we say courtesy, it relates from politeness. Politeness. So, focuses on showing respect. Okay? Avoiding using offensive language. That is courtesy. Okay? The answer here is letter D, consideration. Okay, very good. Manifest, Sir Leslie. Very good. Nice try pa rin ha, Sir Venus. Okay? The answer here is consideration. Okay? So, when we say consideration, or also known as the U attitude, you attitude. So it means stepping into the shoes of the receiver. So it involves tailoring your message to respect the audience's emotions, mindset, background, and needs. Okay? So here, in-emphasize ni City na uh, unahin si positive. Okay? Emphasize yung strength ng bata. Tsaka magbigay ka ng corrections, the negative. Okay? The answer for number 5 is letter D. Okay, so if magiging public school teacher na kayo, very good, sure, Vanessa. Very good. Okay, teachers or top-notchers, if magiging public school teacher na kayo, no? Huwag niyo itong kalimutan na pagbigyan ng feedback, dapat positive muna, no? Tsaka yung weaknesses ng ating students. Okay? Let's make learning fun. Ika nga nila. Okay? Number 6. Number 6. In an English essay, a student writes, "The weather was very bad. Consequently, the outdoor field trip was completely cancelled." The use of the word consequently demonstrates which essential structural element of discourse. A. Coherence. B. Cohesion. C. Jargon. Or letter D. Register. What is your answer for number 6? What is your answer for number 6? Consequently. When we say coherence, it is using logical. Okay, letter A is wrong. It is the use of logical, conceptual connection, and overall flow of ideas. Okay? That is coherence. So letter A is wrong. Jargon naman is using a specific profession or group. Okay, technical vocabulary. Ito yung keyword natin. Technical vocabulary. Either medical or legal terms. Okay, that is jargon. May sumagot ng letter B. Not sure po. No worries, Sir Leslie. May sumagot ng letter D. When we say register, it describes the level of formality or style of language used based on the situational context. So, such as formal versus informal. Okay, that is register. The answer here is letter B, cohesion. Okay, the answer here is letter B, cohesion. Cohesion is about the formal linguistic. Okay, that is cohesion. While the coherence is about whether the text makes sense to the reader as a whole. Okay? Consequently, however, therefore, okay? That are the example of cohesion. Okay, the answer for number 6 is letter B. Number 7, a guidance counselor talks to a distressed student, nodding continuously and saying, "I understand how you feel," to establish an open line of supportive dialogue. What is the primary function of communication in this scenario? A. Control or regulation. B. Information dissemination. C. Social interaction. Or letter D. Motivation. What is your answer for number 7? Talks to a distressed student. Okay, nodding continuously and saying, "I understand how you feel." Open and supportive dialogue. So what is your answer for number 7? Does kinontrol ba ni guidance counselor si student? Hindi. Okay? So letter A is wrong. When we say control or regulation, ito yung to manage or to dictate behavior. Okay? Dictate, let's say dictate and manage. That is the keyword here. Okay? Example, si teacher nag-set ng classroom rules. That is control or regulation. Okay? Daming sumagot ng letter D. Okay, take note ha. Napakaraming tricky questions sa let. Okay? Okay, thus the question si guidance counselor ba is nagpasa ng information or nag-provide ng facts, data, or another language to the receiver? Hindi. Okay? So letter B is wrong. Information dissemination. Okay? This is the transmitting facts. Yung mga facts, datas. Okay? That is information dissemination. So what is your answer between letter C and letter D? The answer here is letter C. Social interaction. Okay? Hindi motivation, top notchers. Okay? Hindi motivations. Motivation aims to encourage. This is the word. I understand how you feel. That's why our answer here is letter C, social interaction. When we say social interaction, you are having a relationship, maintaining interpersonal relationship. Okay? Such as expressing empathy, comfort, and emotional support. Okay? So the guidance counselor here is creating a safe, open space to understand a student's distress. Is a classic example of using communication to build a supportive interpersonal bond. Okay? The answer here is letter C. Susundin na po ang puso. Bakit letter C? Baka sagot mo John Leslie? No worries. Okay, that is social interaction. Sa motivation, huwag kayo malito ha. Motivation, ito yung pag-i-encourage. Okay? That is motivation. Sa social interaction naman, you are maintaining interpersonal relationship, expressing empathy, emotional support. Okay? Sipo sana. No worries, Sir Leslie. Dahil this is a review pa naman, no? This is not the actual exam. Okay? Bawi sa next item. Very good, Sir Venus. Okay. Very good, Sir Vanessa. Ako, not sure ito si Sir Vanessa. Okay, number 8. A speaker stands too close to an audience member, less than a foot away. Excuse me. Okay, so a speaker stands too close to an audience member, less than a foot away, causing the listener to step back uncomfortably. So which category of non-verbal communication was violated by the speaker? A. Proxemics, B. Kinesics, C. Paralanguage, or letter D. Haptics. What is your answer for number 8? Grabe, no? So 150 pesos niyo, napakasulit na, no? Meron pa kayong 5-month intensive review sa Gen Ed, Prof Ed, at Majorship. And then, meron din kayong monthly mock board exam, ha? Monthly mock board exam sa Gen Ed, Prof Ed, at Majorship. Only takes yan, mga top-notchers. Okay? And lahat ng ating live lectures are recorded, posted sa ating exclusive Facebook group page. Okay? Meron din tayong exclusive group chats for our, kung saan doon ako nagpapa-drills. Okay? Okay. So, ano na violate this speaker? Kinesics is the study of body language. Study of body language. Okay, that is kinesics. Body language such as gestures, posture, facial expressions. Okay, that is kinesics. Paralanguage is also wrong. So, paralanguage deals with vocal cues. Okay, ito lang yung remember ninyo sa paralanguage. Vocal cues. Such as speech, volume, tone, and speaking rate rather than physical space. Okay, what is your answer? Natira na lang tayo sa letter A and letter D. Okay? Haptics, when we say haptics, it refers to strictly communication through touch. So, example ng haptics, handshakes, hugging, or patting someone on the back. Okay, tinap mo yung back ng inyong boyfriend kasi palagi niyong inaaway. Char lang. Okay, that is haptics. Okay, si girlfriend na palaging nang-aaway sa kanyang boyfriend, tinap niya si boyfriend dahil palagi siyang palaging inaaway ni girlfriend si boyfriend. Okay, that is haptics. Touch. Okay, letter D is wrong. The answer here is letter A, proxemics. Very good, Sir Venus. Sir Vanessa, very good. Okay, when we say proxemics, it is the study of how people use space, distance, yan ha, yung word yan, space, distance, and physical boundaries to communicate. Okay, the answer for number 8 is letter A. Number 9, during a live broadcast, a student news anchor uses the phrase, using a phrase to wrap things up, to signal to the audience and the production crew that the segment is coming to an end. Which communicative strategy is being utilized? A, nomination, B, topic control, C, turn taking, or letter D, termination. What is your answer for number 9? Signal audience. Wrap things up. Ito yung signal. So, meaning to wrap things up is to wrap. That's a wrap. Meaning natatapos na. What is that? Letter A is wrong. Nomination. Nomination used to productively establish or introduce a topic at the beginning. Ito yung beginning of the conversation. Okay? Example ng phrase is, let's discuss our plans for the weekend. That is nomination. Here is to wrap things up. Natatapos. Okay? Ending. Tapusin na. Parang sa relasyon. To wrap things up. Tapusin na natin to. Hindi ko na kaya. Char lang. Okay? That is termination. No? Same lang ng meaning. End. Okay? That's how you answer the questions in the board exam. Termination. Okay? When you say termination, it is used to close or end a conversation. Okay? End a conversation. Turn taking. When we say turn taking, it governs the rules and signals for when it is someone else's time to speak. So ensuring everyone has a chance to contribute without interrupting. That is turn taking. So example, kayo next 2 years nagpaparang kayo sa DepEd. So nagbibigay yung mga panels ng signals, no? Na tapos na yung demo mo. Okay? Topic control. Topic control focuses on keeping the interaction focused on the current subject. So, preventing the participants from drifting off topic. So, change topic. So, bawal yan. Diyan pumapasok si topic control. Okay? The answer for number 9 is letter D. Number 10, in a model of communication, student submits a response via Google form to an English quiz posted by their teacher. Within the basic communication loop, what does the completed quiz represent? A. Channel. B. Encoding. C. Feedback. Letter D. Context. So number 10, alin yung channel? Alin yung channel? When we say channel, ito yung tulay or the bridge. The bridge between person na nag-communicate. This is the bridge. The channel here is the Google form. Okay? Si student nag-submit ng response via Google form. Posted ng kanilang teacher. That is channel. Siya yung tulay. Okay? That is Google form. So, letter A is wrong. Response. That is feedback. Okay? The answer for number 10 is letter C. Feedback. Okay? When we say feedback, it is the response. The reaction. Okay? The response of the receiver. Okay? Encoding, when we say encoding, it is the internal mental process of converting an idea. Okay? Converting an idea. That is encoding. Context naman refers to the environment or the setting. Okay, that is context. Okay, the answer for number 10 is letter C, feedback. Okay, so that ends with our session for today. For tonight, we will continue discuss tomorrow. If you wish to enroll here in Certiali Letter View, just message the page. No? Promise sa inyo, top notchers, na napakasulit na talaga ng 150 pesos din yun. Okay? Meron na kayong monthly mock board exam niyan, analytics. Okay? Okay, top notchers, I hope you've learned a lot and see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, same time, mga after dinner or before dinner, basta night. Okay? Bukas, we'll discuss the majorship, TLET-VTE, and professional education concepts. Okay? So, goodbye everyone.